everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are going to be making number 15 granny square. And before we start, I'll give you all the supplies we need. We're just going to be using scrap yarn. I'm using all Red Heart Super Saver yarn. I'm using shades of pink and purple today, but you can use whatever worsted weight, size medium for yarn 10 ply that you have available. Just scraps is fine. For all 365 granny squares, we are using an H size hook, which is 5 millimeters, so make sure you have that handy. As well as a scissors and a yarn needle, because we will be cutting our yarn, sewing in our ends, all that fancy stuff. This square today is so simple. It is so much fun to make, and it worked up super fast, and I show how to make it bigger at the end. So if you want to make this larger square, because it's really cool, it gives like an X shape, so it's like an optical illusion almost. It looks like a big X, which is really cool. So you can make this as big as you want, use whatever colors you want. Before we get started, I do want to mention to check out the links in the description of this video. I'll have a link to the blog where you can find out where to get all the projects for the 365 days of granny squares. That blog will show photos, and you can click the photo and then it'll take you to the video tutorial on how to make that specific square. Also, there's a link to my Facebook, so make sure you join me there, like my page, share my page with your friends so we can grow our community. It's growing so fast, so thank you so much to those who are sharing my page. I really appreciate it. Also, check out the link to my Instagram. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, like my photos, check out all my projects on there too, and make sure if you post a photo on Instagram, be sure to hashtag YARNutopia. Also, for this specific project, for the 365 days of granny squares, be sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares. I'll put all that information in the description of this video so you'll know, spelling and hashtagging and all that good stuff. Be sure to follow me on Snapchat as well. You can see behind the scenes clips of what I do on my free time when I'm crocheting or when I'm not crocheting, and things I like to do in my craft room or cooking and all that fun stuff. Be sure to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, that red button by my dad's username, Fuad Azmat. Make sure to subscribe here so you can get updates and notifications on when I post new videos. I'll be getting one out every single day this year because we're doing the 365 days of granny squares, and then I'll also put other items out, other crochet tutorials, so be sure to subscribe so you'll get those notifications. I want to thank my dad, Fuad Azmat, for taking the time out to make these videos with us. He's working so hard with all of us, so thank you so much. Without further ado, let's make number 15 granny square. Alright, to start out we have to make a slip knot, so put your short end over the long end, fold that down, and then pull that through, and pull tight, insert your hook, and we're ready to go. So to start off, we want to, let's see here, chain 4, yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and in the fourth chain from the hook we are going to put 2 double crochets. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So this chain of 3 right here counts as our first stitch, and then we just made a double crochet. Make 1 more double crochet, yarn over, go into that same chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, so now it looks like we have 3 double crochets. Now we want to chain 2, so yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, and then we want to go back into that same chain we've been working in. We want to put 3 double crochets in there. So yarn over, go into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3. Okay, then chain 2, 1 and 2, and put 3 more double crochets in that same chain. So 1, 2, and 3, then chain 2, 1 and 2, and we want to keep doing this until we have 8 groupings of these 3 double crochets. So just make 3 more in there, then chain 2 and make 3 more until you have 8 groupings of these 3 double crochet groupings. Alright, so once you come back around, make sure that you chain your 2 and then slip stitch to the chain up 3. So 1, 2, 3 right at the top there. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, so you have something looking like this. You should have 8 groupings of these chain 3 grouping, or these 3 double crochet groupings. I'm sorry, not chain 3s. The 3 double crochet groupings, you should have 8 of those around, and 8 chain 2 spaces as well. So if you need to count back. Now on this next round, if you are not changing color, go back into this previous chain 2 space that we just made, go back in there, then yarn over, pull through, and then chain up 3 and work on round 2 with us. But if you are changing color, at this point, you would fasten off. So chain up 1, cut your yarn, because I'm going to change color, yarn over, or pull that all the way through and then pull tight. Insert your hook in any chain 2 space, which I'm just going to go back in this one. So if you're not changing color, you'll be in this one. Change your color, yarn over just by hooking it on your hook, pulling through, and chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now we are going to put 2 more double crochets in this space. So yarn over, go into this space. Let me get this. There we go. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And again, yarn over, go back into that space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now it looks like you have 3 double crochets in that space. Okay, now we are going to work the corner here. So jump over, skip over these 3 double crochets here, hop over to this corner here, and we are going to, let me see if I have to chain anything. I don't believe so. No, so just jump right over to this next chain 2 space, and we're going to make a corner, which is 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 3 double crochets in the same space. 1, 2, 3. Then hop over to this next chain 2 space and just put 3 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3. Then hop over to this next chain 2 space and make a corner. So put 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets in there. So 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Then hop over to this next chain 2 space and put 3 double crochets in there, and then hop over to the next chain 2 space for a corner. 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. Okay, then hop over to the next chain 2 space and put just 3 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then just hop over to this one here and make your corner. I'm just going to finish off this corner, and I'll show you how to go on to round 3. Alright, so I just worked my last corner here. Now we want to slip stitch to the first chain up 3 here. So 1, 2, 3, right at the top here. You can see there. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through and through, pull tight. Okay, now at this point, if you are not changing color, let's see here, we want to chain up 2, or I'm sorry, chain up 3 and then go on to round 3 with us. So if you are changing color, just chain up 1, cut your yarn, pull it through, then insert your hook back into that stitch right there, that chain up 3 right there, grab your new color and chain up 3. Hook that on just like that, chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're ready to go on to round 3. So for round 3, we are going to, this counts as our first stitch, so now jump over to this next stitch here, and we're going to put a double crochet in there. Okay, then we're going to put a double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and now in the space here between this group of 3 here and this group of 3 here, this corner, this space right here, we're going to put a double crochet right in that space. Just like that. Now we're going to chain 1 and then jump into this corner here. We're going to put our 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet, all in the same chain 2 space. So 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. Okay, then chain 1, make a double crochet in this space here, then make a double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Okay, then make a, oh, my yarn is getting tangled here. Make a double crochet in the space between here, this space right here, make a double crochet in there, and then chain 1. And then now we're at the next corner, so we're going to put 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets, all in the same corner space. Okay, then chain 1. And now we are going to put a double crochet in the space here, and then 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Okay, and then put a double crochet in that next space. So it should look like you have 5 double crochets across here. Then chain 1, and now we're at our next corner. So you know what to do, just put 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. Okay, then chain 1. In the space right here, we're going to put a double crochet. Then we're going to put 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. And then we're going to put a double crochet in this next space. And then we're going to work our last corner. Okay, so I will meet you up then after I've finished. Make sure you chain 1. Okay, and then work your corner. I'll meet you up when we are going to go on to round number 4. Okay, once you make your last corner here, chain 1 and put a double crochet in this space here. Oops, my straggler got in my way. There we go. Put a double crochet in there, and then slip stitch to this first chain up 3 here. 1, 2, 3 right there. At the very top of that chain up 3, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Now if you're not changing color, just chain up 3 and go on to round 4 with us. But if you are changing color, like me, yarn over, pull through to chain 1, then cut your yarn and pull that all the way through and pull tight. Grab your new color, insert it right into that chain up 3 that we just slip stitched into, and then chain up 3. Let's hook on our new yarn first, then chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. And now, since that does count as our first stitch, we're going to hop over to this very next stitch here and put a double crochet in there. a double crochet in each of these next 2 stitches, and we're going to put a double crochet in this chain 1 space. Okay, then we are going to chain 1, hop over to this corner here, and put our corner. So it's 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 1, 2, 3, just like that. Then we are going to chain 1, hop over to this chain 1 space here by putting a double crochet in there. Then put a double crochet in each one of these next 5 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then also put a double crochet in the next chain 1 space right here, and then chain 1, and jump over to our corner here. So we're going to put 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets, all in the same corner space. 1, 2, and 3. Then we are going to chain 1. Then we are going to put a double crochet in this chain 1 space. Put 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then put a double crochet into this chain 1 space, then chain 1, and now we're at our next corner. So you know what to do, just put 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets, then chain 1 and put your 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space and 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches, and then put a double crochet in the next chain 1 space, and then chain 1 and work your corner. So you know what to do, just repeat this around, and then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to the next round together. Alright, to end this, we still have to put a double crochet into this first stitch here. So I did my corner, I chained 1, I put a double crochet in this chain 1 space, and now we have to put a double crochet in this first stitch here, and then we can slip stitch to our beginning chain up 3 right here. So 1, 2, 3 at the very top of there. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And now I did say that we could go on to the next round, but my square is actually big enough. It is about 5 by 5. If you want to go on to the 5th round, just repeat round 4. So just chain up 3 and just work a double crochet in each of the stitches and in the chain 1 space. Then chain 1, work your corner, chain 1, work the double crochet in the chain 1 space, 1 double crochet in each of these stitches, and 1 in the chain 1 space, and then chain 1 and work your corner. So just repeat round 4 if you want to make this bigger. But my square is actually big enough at this point, so I'm just going to fasten off by just chaining up 1, cutting my yarn, and pulling that all the way through, and pulling tight. And now we just have to weave in some of these ends. So I did some off camera, but just to weave in your end, I just get a yarn needle, yarn my needle with the straggler here, and just work underneath the stitches with the corresponding color, and just hide it just like that under a few of the stitches, and then just cut that extra and kind of stretch that out so it's all hidden. So I'm just going to do that for the rest of these stragglers, and then I'll meet you up when we are all finished with our square. Alright, so I just sewed in all of my ends and it's all nice and clean, and there you have it. Our number 15 granny square is all complete. So like I said, you could have gone on to round 5 and just repeated round 4 and made this bigger. You can make this as big as you want, use as many colors as you want, but thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out those links in the description of this video. I've repeated that for all these videos where you can find the blog, where to find all these videos. You can just click the photo in the blog and it'll take you to the video tutorial on how to learn how to make that specific square that is photographed in the blog. Also, check out the link to my Facebook, join me there, post your photos online so that I can see your fabulous work. I absolutely love seeing all your creativity. This square was very, very simple. It took me just a few minutes to make it, so it was a lot of fun to make, very fast workup, and it looks really cool. It kind of looks like an X kind of thing right here. Like an X marks the spot kind of thing. And if you make this really big, I bet you that optical illusion will just make it look awesome. So you can get creative with this, make this as big as you want. Make sure also to check out the link to my Instagram. If you post a photo on Instagram, be sure to hashtag YARNutopia, and also hashtag for this specific project, for these 365 days of granny squares, make sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares. All that information is in the description of this video. And also follow me on Snapchat, subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I always want to thank my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time out to make these videos with us, so thank you so much. Happy hooking, everybody!